Alright, let's get on with it then. ReStory. Haven't played this game before, probably because it just came out, but it instantly caught my eye, this idea of restoring old banged up gadgetry from around the turn of the millennium, as best I understand it. I mean, heck, there's a cassette tape in the logo here. I myself have fond memories of disassembling and reassembling my PSP, the PlayStation Portable, and the Nintendo DS in my efforts to homebrew them, efforts that worked. Still have that PSP. The DS, let's not talk too much about that one. I drove over it with my car accidentally. It survived, but it didn't come out looking too pretty. Anyway, let's see what this is all about. Maybe I can find my own DS in this. Yeah, see? Turn of the millennium. So we've got a to-do list, which probably tells me chat is in the wrong place. Let's shove you up in the corner instead. It's one of the downsides of not having streamed a game before. Don't know my layout, although thankfully my layout's not complicated. Clean up the work area, sort out the inventory, throw away the boxes, and open up. So I guess we've got to clean away the junk that we have here. Do I have a bin for you? Eh, there we go. Is this junk? Well, I was told it's all junk, so let's up our zen. Oh, fancy. Is this junk? It's nothing but junk. Sort out the inventory and throw away the boxes. Okay. Empty box for parts. No internet. Oh, what a horrifying thought. Ugh, edge panning. Oh my god, please tell me we have an alternative to edge panning. I'm slamming buttons and I'm not finding anything. Oh well. Get rid of these old nasty boxes. Can I actually use this stuff to clean up the place? No, we're going to throw away our cleaning equipment as well. Throw it all away. What's this then? I've got a books. I've got another clock. No, that's not a clock, that's a teller. Can I rotate the thing? No, but time is passing by. I can sell my own little light here, and it's worth apparently about 15 quid. Didn't even segregate my recyclables. Is this even Japan? Got a lovely review on my Airbnb staying in Japan, thanking me for sorting out all the rubbish, the implication probably being that others do not. How are you getting on? I'm here about the rent. 2,000 Japanese dollars. Is that per week? I found a phone. It's mine now. Everything is mine. Name the inflated price. No, heavens no. Let's be nice. When you're done, put the phone on the counter. I'll be around somewhere. Yeah, high trust society. At least for now. Old crummy Nokia phone. I don't think I had one of these. I had certainly an even older version. We just take it apart? How about we unscrew it first? They're getting stored in an upturned jam lid. It's like I get to be the odd tinkering guy today. How could you pass up grabbing free dosh? You see, you make them think they're getting a good deal and then you stiff them later. Does that even bounce? Yeah, okay. We've got physics. Physics are at play here. Off comes the screen. Can we take everything off now? Wait, am I screwing this on or off? Ah, once you've taken it out, you can put it back in. It all makes sense now. Off comes the back of the thing. That's one long phone number. And here's your nasty old battery that we will remove the crummy dirt from. Both sides. And now what? I wonder if time is passing whilst I'm faffing around here. How to reassemble. Unknown part, screen frame. What do you mean unknown part? Do we reassemble it now with it cleaned up? Yeah, it seems like cleaning is all we have to do. Maybe I need to put the number back on. Okay, we'll keep it then. A dirty part has been installed. Wait, I need to clean this as well? Ah, we drag them over and then we clean. There we go. Does that mean everything needs to be cleaned? I suppose. I mean, this looks filthy. A fine reminder that I should clean my keyboard again at some point. Always happy with a nice clean keyboard. Clean everything, really. The screen goes on. The screen frame goes on. This needs to be cleaned up. I feel like this guy that came to me could have done this himself, and we're charging him, I think, $40 or so for it in real world money. I'm unsure if I'm putting this on prematurely. Aha, I'm not. Okay, splendid. Yeah, it might well be the original owner's phone number. This guy did say he just found it, and I suppose finders keepers. Hey! Sheer perfection. So with that done, I just leave it on here. Now I look at my time, thinking day well spent. You don't like Akiba? Does he mean Akihabara? Mention the paper with a number? Yeah, sure. You may be contacted, but it'll be better for you if you don't answer. Okay, very well. Close before midnight, incidents, breaking into a store, ransacking everything. Why would that be a reason for me to close up early? Came home angry, wet, security, good rates. Oh, wait, this is a game in which you get robbed? Oh, I don't know what to make of this. There's a bucket with a sticky note on it. Excuse the intrusion, hope I didn't scare you. I live above you. I'm taking part in an online Pac-Man championship, but the Atari 2600 is... good? What are you doing playing on an Atari? I've got 2 broken joysticks. Please fix one of them. Tug the rope if you agree. Sure. Is the idea that I'm meant to take one apart for parts? Yes. Yes, it is. Maybe take apart the nastier looking one. I'm on the case. What's the implication here? That I have spare parts? Empty box for parts. Parts from one device can be used in another. Good. Akiba is the short form for Akihabara. Yes, see. I knew that. I just wanted to filter out the weebs here. I wonder if I will end up amassing a collection of spare parts then that can be used for various things. That'd be rather cool. Ah. So does that mean that I store you in here? Hey, yeah, because this one we're just completely disassembling to take all of its parts, and then we'll use whatever works for the other one. Although I wonder if the game knows or cares if the parts that we have are filthy. Oh, that is frazzled. It always sucks when it's the main board that goes. So we store the whole lot there, and then we're going to take the other one. The other one... What? Where did the other one go? It's on your right, Jake. Yeah, that would be... Oh, Crivens. Hello, Sakamoto. You're investigating a case, a chase, breaking in, smashing windows. My flashlight was damaged. I suppose so. Popular model, you can't get parts here. Donor, yeah, well, what a shame. Alright, well, something else to fiddle around with. Where is that other... Oh, here it is. I see it all now. That's what I get for playing on 0% screen brightness, as usual. So I wonder what's busted with this one. Maybe the cables. This seems fine. A whole lot of this seems fine, frankly. Is this meant to be the broken part? If the board works fine, then everything else will be a-okay. Atari stuff is basic. Had to take apart my Nintendo 64 controller to get that thing working. This is a-okay as well. Is it? It wants to bin it, so I assume this thing is broken, but how can I tell if it's broken? Well, I guess highlighting the bin is a good, clear indicator of that. Let's put in this cord and put in you. This seems clean enough. And this thing is also broken. Yeah, what a shame. Off you trot. In you go. I have a hard time believing that that button couldn't just simply be fixed. With a little bit of spit and polish. Yeah, the middle mouse for zooming in. There we go, nice and cleaned and repaired and sheer perfection. My G-Virus. You're good to go. And then I'm meant to be looking at old Sakamoto's torch here. I'm sorry, have you fixed it? Yes. I'd love some internet. Oh, come on, this is me we're talking about. Give me the best internet you have. One more favor, I brought a PMP on the marketplace. It was hard to get. They've only just come out. I don't have a Sony Pony license. But when I get one, I'll help you out. Alright, what's up with this torch? Yeah, that front is completely busted, apparently. I don't like how promptly we're just throwing things out. I'd like a bit more of an indication that a part is broken. This is some slow speed, says De Bruges. This is early 2000s. What would be the go-to speed? I'm trying to remember. It took quite a while for internet to reach the north of Scotland. We weren't big on that. Have I got them all? I think I accidentally reinstalled this screw. Let's pop this bad boy open. This is filthy, by the way. I'll be right with you. Hail. New master, I'm so glad. Now I have something to do. Hashimoto said you need help delivering bills and orders and goods. Just put everything on the counter. The bills every week. Whoosh. Okay, thank you. I love bills. Not the best place for... I'm trying to throw it somewhere. There we go. Let's just take care of that. And then what's this? Even more. I already have to pay for the internet. I've barely used it. Ah, life can be ugly. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix these things. The battery seems fine though, right? Yeah, this seems okay, but I need to order some parts for it, don't I? Maybe I need to go onto the internet to get them. Gorilla Firefox. Got a load of emails here. Clean my phone. Oh, a discount Tamagotchi. Test things thoroughly. Okay, what I would really like to do is be able to get some items. Ah, here we go. It doesn't turn on, so if I get this, I might get some spare parts that I need. And there's the license requirement. Sure, let me grab this. Can I put this to the side? I can. Splendid. And wow, that arrives fast. That's the spare part we're looking for. Brilliant. I'm surprised that there's a time element to this game. But we were told to consider ending our shift before midnight, right? Ah, it's not even close to midnight. Battery's busted, huh? Buy goods from the one-star seller. Everyone's got to start out somewhere. Here we go. This is obviously cracked and broken, just like Main Street. Circuitry looks good. The rest of you look fine. Well, this box is quite the TARDIS. All right, splendid. And now I can work on Sakamoto's... Huh? Not what I was expecting, but okay. Get this side all done. And this side needed the circuitry, right? The circuitry that I just tore apart. A for aces. Feels good. And then in goes our lighty bulby and the front. Looking good. Looking perfect. So we just get that one ready to rock and roll. Oh, what is this? A few questions? Yeah, sure, why not? Incident, Hashimoto, do you have any information? I have no idea. And money that I need for my internet. Alright. What is this thing, though? Well, it's trash, apparently. Away it goes. What about this? Even more trash. Nothing on my to-do list. It's getting late. Maybe we should just call it a day. Although I'd love to browse on the internet first. For maybe some jobs. I want to check out the Tamagotchi. You know what that is? That is intrinsic motivation. I want to check out the Tamagotchi because I want to, not because of anything the game is offering me. But even so, we should call it a day? Sensei, help me. My egg Tochi doesn't respond. He was a gift from Mom. Excursion, Tokyo, dropped it, fed it rice balls. The screen doesn't light up. Well, I guess so. But, you know, kid, what are you doing out at 11:30 at night? What was this? Just more trash. Buy a Noni PNP. How do I actually get that? Ah, here we go. That That might take a while, Chief. Pretty good. First day on the job, and we made... what's that in real money? Let me think. I always equated 100 yen to about £1. So we made 120 quid profit today. Well... Early in 2000s, I'd probably be pretty stoked about that. Probably. Alright. Yeesh. We only had 8.5 hours to ourselves? That sounds grim. Alright, I've got egg totchis to fix here. All I need to do is clean. Thank goodness. Although I could have done this without opening up the shop, couldn't I? Yes. Let's clean that battery. Always thought little button batteries were neat. Oh, I hope that isn't completely rogered on the inside. It does say just clean. It doesn't say clean and fix. But it does look a little fragged in there. 100 yen to 1 quid. Exchange rate hasn't been that good since forever. Well, this was forever ago. Oop, no. I wish it was a different button for screwing and unscrewing, because it keeps catching me off guard. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Let's get this all fixed up. So I had a Tamagotchi, and I loved that thing. Don't know whatever happened to it, but someday it wasn't mine anymore. Disappeared into the ether, I suppose. Can this even be cleaned? I guess if we disassemble it a bit more. And then I really wanted another Tamagotchi, you know, when I was far too old to really justify it. But I did get one eventually. But it turned out to just be a fake little toy. It wasn't actually a Tamagotchi. Bought it in some store in Florida. What a mistake. I did eventually finally get one, played with it for a little while, and then went, wow, this is crap, and I never touched it again. There's not a moral to this story. And there probably shouldn't be anyway. This is asking me to remember how I put this thing together, which is already asking way too much. The moral is don't go to America. That's a pretty good moral. We can all stand to learn something from that. Can I put things on in the wrong order? Because I feel like I already have. Oh, no, there we go. And then one final bit to get you on. Done like dinner. I can't believe they're paying me 40 quid to get this thing fixed. That thing is ready to go. And then there was the other one to fix. That's the one we got online. Heard you were looking for me. Wait, I was looking for you? A whole class excursion. I bet she didn't pay. I'll take the egg tachi, pay with it my own money. Kids do not get free services. Thank you kindly. If anything, kids should pay more because they're also getting a lesson in life. This thing needs repairs. If that's the case, I'm going to need a spare egg tachi. Good thing I know the internet. We can get ourselves a... Doesn't turn on. Works. I don't want one that works. I want one that's busted. Give me that. Man, the service in Japan is outstanding. I have no delivery. I'm here on personal business. I bought a phone. The light of my life wants it. Sure, why not? You're going to trust me with this? Ooh, flip phone. Flip phones are cool. It's a shame they went the way of the dodo, as these things often do. Guess this is the one that I have a job for. Man, that light keeps getting in my way. This is the one I have the job for, and this is the one that I just got, so let's just take this apart for spares. This is busted like the year 3000. Working, probably. Oh boy, something is utterly totaled on the inside. Flip phones are back. Yeah, I had a flip phone. Oh man, this thing is utterly knackered. Yeah, did I have a flip phone? Yes, I'm certain I did. It was the last phone I had before I got a smartphone, and my first smartphone was a Windows one. I loved that thing. Oh, so easy to jailbreak. Liking all these functional parts we're getting, but this core is deader than a dodo. Let's work on you, shall we? Need to figure out what's wrong with you. Hopefully an internal that we just picked up. Okay, well, dead battery is one thought. But we should look further inside. If I'm going to do a job, I'm going to do it right. A Windows smartphone. Yeah, Windows smartphone in, I think, 2008 was when I got it. And I'll tell you, I went to the casino for the first time, since I was finally of age. It was hard to find people in university that were interested in going to a casino with me, but I succeeded. And what happened? Wait, this thing's broken? Oh yeah, it's cracked. God, a lot of things are cracked here. This thing blows. So I went to a casino and I played various games. I played various games, but the important thing is I played 3-card poker. Immediate 3 of a kind. I won hundreds of pounds. Felt great. Felt on top of the freaking world. And I spent that money on a smartphone. You know, you're gonna win money, go and waste it on stuff. So, what's the part that I need to put on you? The screen lens needs to go on top, right? This thing has a functional speaker. Otherwise, this thing should work fine as is, right? Let's just get everything back onto it. Is that true? Am I missing something here? There we go. Yeah, the case was cracked. We had to rip that thing off. Good thing we had a spare. Did you clean everything? Maybe. It hasn't complained about anything. It normally tells you if you're putting on filthy parts. This thing's battery was totaled, right? We got a spare one of that. I like this. This isn't really what's done anymore, right? Oh, God. Okay, that's a button battery. There we go. Marginally worried for a moment. It's repaired, it's cleaned, and it damn well better get me some dosh. It doesn't even get me much dosh. Let's not leave the money literally on the counter. I'm a little curious about this one. I never disassembled a smartphone. I don't think I've disassembled any phone before. Aside from putting in, say, SIM cards, or batteries and whatnot. I disassembled my PSP and my Nintendo DS. Did I disassemble my Game Boy? It's really hard to tell which screws are out and which are not. I guess they leave that outline once they're already taken care of. I'd feel bad handing something of mine over to be cleaned by somebody else. It just feels wrong. I'm a grown bloody man. I can clean my own stuff. Alright, what's coming off of here? How does a battery get this dirty? Being used for various things. Right, it seems I'm not going to have all the parts for this, so I should go onto the internet and find some replacement parts off of this auto roller razor. Give it to me. Thank you. Oh, it's here already. Isn't that sweet? I've already forgotten what pieces were messed up from this thing. Good heavens. I didn't play it, but I was watching a streamer play a not too dissimilar game, but it wasn't about cleaning stuff, it was actually about assembling old mechas. Or mecha models, rather. Did seem pretty cool, though. There we go. That seems to be working. This absolutely does not. How do they get these inner bits so filthy? There's more to unscrew here, isn't there? Yeah, there we go. Jake denying he's a Wayne at heart. A Wayne? Trying to say Ween? What happened with work games taking over? It just seems to be a genre that a lot of games are coming out on. And I am marginally interested. Can I put this somewhere? There's nothing to disassemble on it, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. Keep that one set to the side. I need to disassemble this one for parts. It's 8:30. I've been working for 10 hours, so, you know, about half a standard Japanese shift. We're keeping things well organized, although personally I'd be keeping the screws and bits in a ice cube tray so they can be better segregated. Segregation is good. And yeah, this thing is just being entirely taken apart for parts, so strip it, clean it, store it in my little TARDIS box. And we will be handsomely rewarded, probably. It's a clever idea. I am full of those. Wish I could claim it's my original idea. Seems fine. Oh, the battery's fine. That's wonderful. I quite like how in this game you are just immediately told to get to work. You get what your one tutorial thing, and then you can go online and start taking other jobs. I get really naffed off with games that just have endless bloody tutorial and won't let you just start playing the game the way you want to. I know my obsession with Avorion might seem strange to some people, but a huge part of it is that Avorion just immediately lets you start playing it the way you want to. No point putting away dirty pieces. Although business is slow here in Akihabara today, nobody's coming to me for some other jobs. Unless they're right there and I've been missing them. Doesn't seem like it. Now let's put this bad boy back together. Let's pretend we remember how to put this bad boy back together. Oh dear, how did this all work? I'm pretty sure I put that on way prematurely. Well, is that really the right way around? Color's wrong for one. I wonder if it's actually possible to put things on the wrong way around. It seems to be lacking a circuit board. And a back panel? You tell me I don't have a back panel? There's a back panel for you, but I think the circuit board is an important one. This is requiring a level of memory that I'm not sure the right person has been tasked with for. those in correctly? Ah, they were in, okay. You just did this 3 times, you muppet, and I've forgotten it 3 times. There we go. Right, in you go. Get that battery in there and I'll put the even bigger battery, though. There we go. Oh, she's looking not too shabby. Oh, let's not be doing that. Oh, yeah. I'm earning the big bucks today. And don't you forget, perfect. And yeah, with an hour to spare, we can get 9 hours of our own time. Cheers to the money, sucker. I've got no jobs now. Maybe I could accept a job before going to bed. Or take them in the morning. A lot of the samey looking stuff here, though. Need to save up for my PSP license. You know what? We'll have an early night. I've earned it. What kind of defense is this? Yeah, I'm not sold with the music, but some music has to be better than no music. You were king of the schoolyard when you had a Motorola Razr. I never had one. I had a non-flip version of it. Which did the job. I was just impressed to have a phone that could take photos. All completed, nothing left unfinished. Don't like leaving work unfinished. Surprisingly lucrative work, though. Alright. Wakey wakey, eggs and jakey. But I've got no job and I feel sad. Oh, are you a job? My shift is over and I'm in a hurry. It's 8 in the morning. The master, never mind. I want to sell my phone. It's almost new, but I dropped it. It's a rare Autorola. Okay. Can I just keep this? I'm actually unsure what you're implying that you want me to do. I guess I'll just hold on to it for now. Anybody that just wants some cleaning. Cleaning is nice and easy. Yeah, there we go. Another thing just to clean. Means I don't have to faff around buying new parts. I don't like that I'm just putting all this trash into the bin. I should be recycling it. Segregating my waste. Maybe Japan didn't do that until later on. Recycling DLC incoming on with the day. Big fan of recycling, mate. I get a kick at it. Segregating my trash, putting it away in the right places. Just feels like the right thing to do. How did you get so much filth over this thing? How do you get filth over this circuitry? I mean, my dance mats get fairly filthy, but you like to imagine that it's obvious why that stuff gets filthy. It's because I'm stepping on it repeatedly. Speaking of, I'm not done with DDR. I've got some new challenges I want to do with that. I was putting together a list of songs that I want to conquer. Very, very difficult songs on doubles and singles. There we go, with you all nice and fixed up. We'll have yet another extremely satisfied customer. I'll give Atari one thing, they made this stuff easy to disassemble. Yeah, no, God, the non-stop 200 would probably kill me. I was running on empty for the non-stop 100. Right, what was the other stuff I had? And why do I have more trash? Gotta get my Zen levels up, it seems. Oh gosh, you sure you just need this cleaned? What in the world caused those kinds of burns? Implication here seems to be that we're going to get much more elaborate cleaning tools down the line. Which I'm A-okay with. I wonder if you can take jobs, but you just steal their stuff. You know, you're never getting your stuff back. I desperately needed a new battery for the Autorola, and well, you foolishly entrusted it to me without checking how many star reviews I have. It was none. I used to sell stuff on eBay, but I never really cared enough to farm my reviews. It was just junk that I had and wanted to get rid of. I eventually came to the conclusion that unless what I have is really big, expensive, important, just give it away. It is not worth the effort to sell this junk half the time. There we go, no superficial cleaning here. It gets the deep clean. And now I have to reassemble. Good thing I remember exactly how I did that. Piece by piece, just like that Palmer map. Some nasty people trying to call me numpty. See, I remember on the 4th try. Numpty is a Scottish word, though. You can't use it. That'd be cultural appropriation. And we won't stand for that around here. I'm not racist, but I'm not that not racist. Alright, job well done. Although I need to keep making money, or else I'm never going to get my not PSP license. How much did I need for that? It was like 40,000 or so, right? License required. Buy your license. I would like my license. Unfortunately, my funds are not sufficient. Oh, hold on. I can actually just buy the parts? It seems a bit expensive compared to just buying a broken thing and disassembling it, right? I suppose the downside is you're getting stuff that you won't necessarily need this way. It's ignoring me. I put the cartridge in. I can get the whole Atari. I want that. Means I want a job that offers me the Atari 2600 itself. You need it to repair, but you barely pay me anything for the privilege. There's a strange smell. Alright, you know what? Give me your strange smelling one. Wow, what a piece of trash. I am not an Atari fan. Their games were crap, their hardware was crap. And as a disgusting company today, they're still crap. Flogging their IPs. One of the greater shames is that Chris Sawyer is in the pocket of Atari. I actually picked up and played that Roller Coaster Tycoon mobile game. It was, as expected, complete trash, but at least it didn't get a penny out of me. What a satisfying little routine here. Take them apart, give them a clean. Not all of them need cleaning. Hopefully the order here doesn't matter. Wasn't Atari the company that blocked minigames on load screens with their patent? Ooh. I don't know. Atari's a pretty evil patent holder, but I mean, aren't they all? Nintendo is. Sony is. I don't know if Microsoft... Well, Microsoft will be one way or another. Is that it? None of the rest of this needs more fixing? Kind of surprised that's all that was needing cleaning, but sure. If that's how we're gonna do it. It was a relatively small job, I suppose. Small, but still paid for. Quite like these big basic cables here. Clean and clear and under control. It's all yours, Chief. Need more work. I'm surprised that the repair jobs don't offer considerably more money, given that I need the parts for them. But maybe I could try it and just buy the part itself. So here's one that actually needs repairs, so let's see if we can make more of a profit on you. Yoink, what's your problemo? We'll find the problem and see if we can order the part. Because I'm going to make considerably less money if I have to buy a whole Atari and disassemble it just to get what I need to fix this bad boy. Also, it doesn't need cleaning, which I suppose could be considered a... oh, well, okay, you need quite a bit of repairs then. So the entire board is frazzled. One of the buttons is frazzled. It's not a button, it's a switch. I guess broken devices are more efficient if you use all parts over time. Yeah, so the more you use them up, the better efficiency it's going to be. But yeah, this thing is just ravaged, right? Yeah, away you go. So can we get a spare button and spare motherboard for the Atari? Parts for the Atari 2600. If I want the circuit board, it's 1700. Plus the little button, that's most of my money. So I should probably just buy a whole Atari. Alright, sure. I really hope this thing doesn't also have a fractured motherboard. Maybe the cables are busted. That'd be most convenient for me. Alright, let's get to work. I like this, though. I really like how I have to make that decision, right? Do I buy the parts? Do I get the spare one? I take it apart? Maybe, maybe not. It's not belittling. I really get hacked off when I feel like a game is belittling me. Get enough of that in real life, and rightfully so. So don't give it to me in my games as well. Let me make my big dumb mistakes myself. And I paid $2,000 for this thing. Couldn't you just give the guy the working one? This isn't working though, neither of them are working. This one doesn't turn on, and his one, well, it's not going to turn on because I took out the board. That said, what is the problem with this thing? Maybe it's the cartridge connector. Oh boy. Excuse me. Poor ex-owner of this is getting lurgy from me sneezing all over it. Yeah, it's all the dust. Oh yeah, good point. It might be the dust that's making this thing not turn on. In which case, I do get a completely, fully functional thingamajigger, but I still don't think I can give it to him. I need to switch out the parts. They'll know that it's theirs. Oops. Out you come. And all these parts are just going into my spare parts box. Don't mind me. Switches and That's cool. So the only reason it wasn't turning on was because of dust. I love dust. Alright, splendid. And that means we can grab you. What time is it, by the way? Loads of time. We'll get this done for our valued customer. Oops. In you go. In you don't go. This part goes on first before we slam you in. You in. And of course we're going to need one of them switches. And I believe that was cheaper than actually just buying the switch and the circuit board on their own. Gosh, I just feel so clever. A common occurrence, but I still enjoy it. And Naffle is there to pat me on the back, assuring me that I have once again made an elevated thought process. There we go. Not exactly great returns, but if I ever need to make a small repair job, then I have the pieces for it. It's all yours, Chief. Alright, well on our way to making the money we need for the PMP license, but apparently I got some reviews. I just got an achievement telling me I got reviews, but how can I check such a thing? Trash. Busted microwave at trash. All this trash, man. Didn't even know I could look over in this direction. Any more trash getting in my way? What was the deal with this thing, though? Was I meant to do something with it? It says you want it repaired? Oh, well, I'm starting to see why. I have opinions about people who have cracked phone screens. They're not positive ones. Do I even have a spare bit for that? As it happens, I do. I hope that was the only thing that was busted on you. I don't even want to look to see if there was another issue. What do you think about glass phone backs? What do you mean by glass phone backs? There we go. Perfect. I didn't even check to see if something else is broken, but you're all fixed up now. Order will be collected tomorrow. Was that an angry looking face? What the heck? Why the angry cat? Oh, whatever. I'm done for the day. Maybe she really wanted it done later or earlier. Phone backs made of glass. I had one. I mean, just keeps your stuff safer, right? Donk. I use some kind of faux leather thing because I want the space for a little bit of cash and my cards and whatnot. Well, when in doubt, turn to the internet. Oh. The customer is Mai Harui. Envelope, phone repairs, managing to break my gift. Okay. Waiting for calls and emails. Yeah, could I have the money now? Maintain a meaningful silence and shake your head. No. Give support. Oh, yes. I've really been wanting to work on the PMP. Alright, now is phone bucket going to come? Oh, is this something I meant to put up around here? Ah! I can repair, buy, and sell the Sony PMP. I came first, final round, new joystick. It's all because of me. Things are looking great. So fix my PMP. I'm on the case. I'd like a nicer place to put this, and I want to take care of this trash. There's so much trash in this place. I was asking about class, old lady, escaping blows, bushes, dogs, chains. I'm sorry, Chief. I really don't care what you have to say to me. I'm not even sorry. I just want to fix things. Including this PMP. 28 grand? Holy smokes. And it only needs cleaned as well. Ooh. We can clean it to the tune of this discount Crazy Frog theme. Oh, it's the fat style PSP. I had one of these as well. With a UMD disc for Sky Hill. I don't know what game that's proposing to be. Yeah, so my first PSP was actually a PSP Slim. I think a 1001 or a 2001 sounds about right. Not with a fancy screen, sadly. But a couple of years later, my housemate came to me and he gave me this fat PSP and said, this belongs to the friend of my mother's brother's whatsits. Could you do that thing with it? And I said, what thing? And he goes, I don't know. I say, okay, well, let me know when you do know what you want me to do with this PSP. And he never got back to me. And I've had that fat PSP in my inventory for years. I think over a decade. And I finally turfed it before moving over to Hungary. Because I was doing the Great Lightning of Load. And I think, surely at this point, no one is going to come to me for this thing. Didn't have any use for it either, because it didn't do anything that my 2000 and whatever PSP couldn't. What am I meant to do with you now? I think I've removed all of these screws. Some licensed PMP operator I am. Maybe there's a screw that I didn't remove? Yeah, that's it. I find it entirely possible that I accidentally screwed it back in. Let's get you cleaned up. Jailbroken PSPs were a great piracy machine. Oh, they were the freaking best. And they ran everything. NES, SNES. You had some really, really awful Nintendo 64 emulation on the PSP. You could play movies and videos. So much porn available. Just what a device. Absolute brilliant device. I loved my PSP. And no console wars for me. I had a PSP and a DS. Somebody who knows me very well got me a DS for a birthday present. And I played the heck out of that thing until I regrettably drove over it with my car. But at that point, thankfully, I was able to get my mother's old DS, her pink DS, with its horrifically scratched screen, shove in my Cyclo DS card, and keep the thing in use. What am I missing here? Does it even further come apart? Surely. I don't think I needed to take it apart this much when I had one. See, I'm so bad at telling when the screws are in. Is there an easy way to tell if the screws are in the thing or not? Keeps passing me by. White highlighted screws are still in. See, I'm not perceiving that. I don't doubt your words there, but the perception check just isn't happening for me. Alright, and then that's your lot. But it only needs to be cleaned, so we can just start slamming everything back in. Slamming everything back in. Does this game even let you make mistakes? Like screwing things back on in the wrong order? I think I'm a little grateful that it doesn't appear to. Because I am, for lack of a better word, useless. Oh man, and this thing, Wi-Fi, built-in functional Wi-Fi. And it worked. Don't get me started on all the problems I had getting the Nintendo DS's so-called Wi-Fi working. Had to get a separate dongle and run weird tunneling software to be able to play Mario Kart online. Are these in? I guess so. They're white outlined, right? Oh, I completely forgot to put the front on you now. Why am I having difficulty putting this thing in? Ah, because I need to put the screw in as well. I seem to actually recall melting this sticker to peel it off to be able to get access to the screws underneath the battery. Slightly regrettably, the batteries for my PSP, they have this issue where they get really fat and they no longer fit in the thing. Anyway, job well done by me. The DS only supported an insecure protocol. Sounds about right. Oh, but playing Worms Armageddon. It wasn't Armageddon, but something like that. Worms Worldwide. Online. Very cool. Check your ratings. I've got a review. I'll email you a link to install it to get your reviews. Masters, Missing, Sakamoto. Draw a happy Pac-Man and tug the rope. That'll do you nicely. Whoa, making my money back and then some. I left you a new review. We didn't call them apps in 2000, and I still don't like calling them apps today. I can't install it. It has some kind of install shield. Best repair shop, skilled craftsman, Zen place. Damn. I'm just too good. Well, I'd love to get to work on more PMPs. Sadly, you only need cleaned. I'd be happy if I was repairing these, but yeah, sure. Ooh, an online order for repairing. I'm not sure it'll work, but please try. I will try. Let's see, it's only 3:30. We got time for trying. I'll get you fixed. I'll work on you first, though. Because I've got the parts. I've got the touch. I've got the power. Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, Christ. I work at the shop across the road. You're taking over the old masters. I'll remember you. The owner's going to come and pick up this box. Don't touch it. Nod in agreement. No word. You don't seem too impressed. You must have never even tried your hands for anything more complex. Perhaps you could try and fix it. I thought the whole part was I wouldn't. I found it at a marketplace. It's simple. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I'll take the advice. I mean, not for a while, though. It's going to sit there and be ignored because I have other orders that actually pay me here. Yeah, he told me not to touch it, and then what he's saying is actually, please touch it. Touch it a lot. Alright. I forget, was this a repair job or a clean job? Well, obviously it's a clean job, but is it also repair? Paying attention is not easy for me because long ago I established the mantra, never to pay. Hello, Bucket. Can I pick up my sick little friend? Last master went missing. He could fix it. A robot dog. And please fix this other thing. Sure. Getting quite a few things to fix here. Work is piling up. You know, I have to play these work sim games because I do not work hard enough in real life. Hold on, is this meant to come off? Ah, there we go. Ignoring the screws a bit. Yeah, the cartridge slot looks cracked, but if I recall well, we picked up a fresh cartridge slot off of the busted one that we bought. So we're definitely getting value for money off of that. Assuming I have one. Oh yeah. Something should be coming off here. That's it. I always forget that back bit on you. I wanted to pick up some cleaning alcohol here in Hungary, and I had the hardest time. I even went to a car repair shop and said, do you have any isopropyl alcohol? Nope. Why would cleaning alcohol be so hard to get in Eastern Europe? I can only assume because they all drink it. Maybe not a fair assumption, but it's the assumption I'm making. I did think maybe I wasn't asking correctly. My Hungarian is, I would say rudimentary, but that would be an exaggeration. Non-existent would be better. But I don't think isopropyl... Okay, well, I'm getting the word wrong here. But they seemed quite insistent that they didn't have it. I've forgotten what I was even trying to clean. I think it was my dance mats. Anyway, never mind that. We're doing a bang-up job here. And we're worth every penny. Isopropyl alcohol, yes. I forget if it's var or van, but var something. Isopropyl alcohol. And the petrol station didn't have it. The car repair shop didn't have it. The pharmacy didn't have it. Nobody wanted me to clean my dance mats. Okay, we've got a few hours in the day. We'll get to work on probably this first. The smaller, simpler job. It needs repaired, though. Do I even have parts for you? Just the speaker and the display, so hopefully it's not completely knackered. The battery doesn't look good, but it's only dusty. How much for the dog toy license? Deal with the jobs that you have first. What was it Oren said? Hurry up and wait. Well, the speaker's not broken, so I'm running out of good options here. But the display didn't look so good from what we saw, right? Maybe. Ah. That is not something that we have. That is also busted, okay. Well, it's a slight problem. I don't particularly want to buy that. Could I just buy a busted, a mystery box? Give me the mystery box. I love mystery boxes. And somebody was asking about getting the license. The dog toy license thing is no longer available. Oh, joy of joys. Alright, did we end up getting a part for this? As it happens, we did get a screen lens. Alright, this thing's coming together then. How did the game know? How do I know what goes in, though? You've got to go on, you've got to go on top. And then everything else we have just fits together, right? Oh, mystery parts. Always got my back. This goes on, then we screw in, then we put in the battery. Like the wee screws just rolling around inside the jam jar lid. Some care and attention was put into this game. 7 grand for this, holy smokes. It's like I'm really back in Sweden. The day is wearing on, and if you would actually give me some time, I might be able to fix the PSP as well. Sorry to ask again, I really miss my robot dog. I'm so lonely without him. I'm sure you're not interested, but is there any chance you get a robot dog license? I'll see what I can do. Winning the next Repair Master competition gets you that license. How very Japanese. A free robot thingy-majigger. It's one of the few ways to get your hands on it. I'll let you know when something comes up. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm not made of time. Let's go and have a quick look at this PSP. What are we meant to do with it? Only clean it. Could we just not and say we did? mean, how dirty could this thing really be? It's just that same Skyfall game again. I wonder what happens if you actually just botch the job and don't bother cleaning properly. Oh, but the finger button looks really bad. They were playing Monster Hunt there, weren't they? Probably Freedom Unite. Because they probably have excellent taste in video games. Good God. Ohio gozaimasu, master. And you patronize me. I blinked and running and cameras and Exibox with Nani. Sure. I don't have a license for that. It's gonna have to sit around for a wee bit. Not made of time tonight. Okay, I'm beginning to see it. The white outline means that the screw has been removed. Glorious. All seems rather fine. Doesn't even need that much cleaning. The problem is the bits needing cleaning are a bit deep inside here. Aren't half the chat that guy? Certainly. Getting your Nihongo Josus does not mean your Japanese is good. Your Japanese is good when you stop getting Nihongo Josus. I got my first one before I even got out of the airport. Right, let's clean this filth magnet. Oddly enough, my PSP never got that filthy. I think of all my electronic devices, I treated that thing with the utmost of respect. Loved it so much. What time are we talking about here? Ah, they're gonna have to get this tomorrow. Man's gotta sleep. Donk. Job well done. I'm making 5 times the money I did at the start. We're really going places. 5 days into a job and already making bank. Yeah, I guess since this is the job that I'm doing right now, I should probably finish it before opening up for the day. I'm so skilled I can put these screws in backwards. Did that actually go in? Absolute inte. Sometimes when doing the shenanigans with screwing and unscrewing, it makes me feel a bit like I'm playing that deconstruction simulator game. Just a wee bit, thankfully. Not too much. I need to get the screws in there, but this isn't done yet. What still goes in again? You. No, not ship graveyard. That's a different experience altogether. Although they are working on another one, which I'm moderately excited about. This doesn't go in yet, right? No. Get a UMD diskette part in. Get the screen on the thing. That's somewhat important. Get you in for... there. That's what gets these screws available, and then I can shove the battery in, UMD disk in, this little slot bit, which is hard to put on when your battery gets fat, and that is a real thing that happens. Oops. Damn fat batteries. I've had to replace my PSP battery twice. I'm not sure I'll bother doing it a third time. Portability no longer really holds an appeal to me when it comes to my gaming devices. I already have a laptop for which I do most of everything. Right, the XI box controller license. Is that something even available to me? Like this money is. The Noni play machine. The Goiman? The WT? Where's the XI? Oh god, the N gauge! The original Goatsy. This is it, right? The controller. XI box and brick game. What is brick game? This is brick game. Sure. I don't see why not. I don't think I can purchase both though, right? Ooh, various parts. Yeah, I love getting random crap. I want the random crap and I want a license for the XI box controller if I can. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of dosh. But I can buy some random crap. How many items do we even get? 1, 2, 3, only 4. That is sad. If you're not using them, that's incredibly sad. Right, you need to be repaired. Well, with any luck, we lucked into getting the part that we need already. What other tools are available? Good question. I suspect when we make a bit of progress, it'll say, buy these other tools. Maybe an automatic screwdriver would be nice. That's all well and good, but how do I actually remove this thing? Ah, here we go. Probably have to buy batteries at some point. How in the world did batteries not last very long back in the day? The amount of times I needed to replace the batteries in the Game Boy, it was unreal, to the point where my parents ended up getting one of those battery packs that you could just plug into the wall and have them charge up. And I was wondering why, if I charge the battery pack for a whole day, why does it only last like 3 hours? The Game Boy is not a powerful device. How was it gobbling batteries like nobody's business? Did batteries get better or did stuff get more efficient? Is that money? It better be money. Electrical engineer Dark Young comes in to say batteries got better. Oh, who are we to doubt him? Very high self-discharge, bad capacity, not storing lots of energy. They really got that much better in the past 30 years. Not that I use a lot of disposable batteries these days. I think I only have one device I currently use that uses disposable batteries. And that's my... Ooh, crap, we need replacement buttons for you. And we don't have replacement buttons for you. Alright. We'll see if we can buy a game brick and if it's worth it. Because the buttons might be cheap. If the buttons are cheap, it might just be worth picking those up as is. Yeah, the controls for my central heating. I think it's the only thing that uses disposable batteries in my whole house. Alright, let's go on to the internet. Everything lights up. There's no display on this game brick for 4,000 or so. But if I want parts for the game brick... Isn't there a way to search by part? Oh, these are the tools! How was I not paying attention here? Ah, twice as... Okay, now this kind of stuff I want. Where were those specific parts? Ah, here we go, here we go. Buttons for the brick game are nice and cheap. And I kind of want my whole brick game. I'm going to take that, actually. Might be expensive, but you got to think about the future. You're taking a dive. I say that line quite often, right? It's from the Spider-Man 3D ride in Universal Studios. I don't know why, just that line lives in my head. You're taking a dive. Excellent ride, by the way. It's probably the single most immersive simulation ride I've ever been on. You really feel like you're falling and being blasted up and all that stuff. They go the extra mile in that one. This stuff is filthy. Let's not put filth away. So yeah, to answer the person's question who was asking, are we going to get any better tools? Yes, I just need to stop being such a cheap bugger. If such a thing is even possible for a Scot. So what is this Game Brick meant to be? Is this meant to be a Game & Watch? Or is it one of those cheap knockoff 2,000 games in one, but, you know, 1,950 of them are just complete trash and the others are just reskins of Tetris? Why not get to take that money? I want that money. Maybe I meant to put the money back in, be an honest individual. It hurts sometimes. Alright, here, take your buttons. What's going in here? You're going in. You're going in the behind. I had a little game machine, and it was all about bombing bunkers. I never could remember the name of it, but the tune. It had this little tune that would play between levels, and that tune was stuck in my head for my entire life, and I thought, I'm never going to find out what this is. But unbelievably, that channel I mentioned earlier that does this kind of stuff, odd tinkering, I ended up fixing that exact machine. So he solved that ancient mystery for me. Unfortunately, I then, once again, forgot what it was, but at least I know it's there and I can go and look it up again. In fact, if I remember to do it tonight, which I won't, I think I'll go and do it again. I can't put the money in. I actually did want to give them their money back. Seemed like the right thing to do. Because I lost an electrical device one time, and it was found and given back to me, but, you know, not with the money still in it, because I also was storing some dosh inside of it. There we go, cleaned, repaired, and I hope they don't hurt me for spending 2 days on this. There you go. Get rid of my trash, keep the money. Does it even work? I found some money inside. What do you mean? Oh, okay, off you go. I'm not underhanded enough to keep that kind of stuff to myself. I say we go ham. We get our Xboxy license. Wherever it is. Not that, but just for the controller. Ooh, are we going to be fixing the Duke? Hold on, if it actually needs fixing, that could be a problem for me since I have no money. Oh, hello, friend. I'm running out of space for my many, many licenses. Oh, damn, it does need repaired. Well, too bad for me. Was it Bombs Away by Tiger Electronics? I don't remember the name. Oh gosh, this whole thing is knackered? This is a bad sign. I got my work cut out for me then. Never disassembled an Xbox controller. I never had an Xbox controller. Never had an Xbox. Nor an Xbox 360. No Microsoft home consoles at all. I mean, why would you? What's the purpose? The only thing more unreasonable to own would be a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 5. Complete waste of everyone's time. I do own a PlayStation 4, but only because they were given away for free from Paradox. We just had to sign a form that was us saying that it was for work use. Hang on, what? Those need to come out, not in. I'd quite like to feel a Duke in my hands again, though. It's been so long. Alright, so we have a problem now. This thing needs to be put back together. But it needs a couple of replacement parts. Which I don't have, and I don't have a lot of money either. Well, I'll try my damnedest. Let's try not to lose track of time either. The day it is wearing on. I also have my bills to pay at some point. Never liked that positioning for the analog. I prefer it PlayStation style, but I think that's a preference thing. What I will always detest Microsoft for, though, is inverting the XYAB thing. Now, Nintendo did it for a while. If you were going to change it, do what Sony did and change the symbols. Don't use the same bloody symbols and just rearrange them, you monsters. Right, so... Doesn't turn on? Oh, that's sweet. Give me that. If it doesn't turn on, then the parts, the shell rather, which is what I'm after, should be fine. And it might just be too dusty to work. Xbox was the first console with an HDD. So many had mod chips that bring random uses, probably let you play burned discs. I had an HDD for my PlayStation 2. That doesn't discount the fact that Xbox was first, but that's what I had. And I got it with one purpose, and that was to play Resident Evil Outbreak online. Ran this Ethernet cord through the house just to get it working. Good times. Oh gosh, this is not off to a good start. A lot of broken pieces here, including the cable. I bought a lemon here. Bought an absolute lemon. It's all broken. Oh, jeez. I can see why it was so cheap. Oh, well, the circuit board at the very least is still working, and that's got to be the biggest, most expensive part. Nice side point of having that hard drive for my PlayStation 2. I was also able to run RPG Maker 2 for the PlayStation 2. Not what you would expect to be using for RPG making, but it's what I used. There we go. How do you break the shell of the Duke? This thing was made for bears. I mean, actual bears. Alright, well, thanks to this, I should be able to pay my internet bill at least. And it's getting late, so I reckon we close up shop. Funny that the Gaijin uses the Xbox. Beautiful hostess at the maid cafe, smiling. You've lost your phone. Okay, well, too bad. I saw the maid cafes in Akihabara. I felt absolutely no compulsion to go into them, so I didn't go into them. It's funny the way that works. What a coinkydink, says Fatality. I just picked this up today. I'm playing it myself. I put 12 hours into the demo. I'm having a great time with it. And I like the fact that the economy actually feels relevant here. I hate it when games have money and the money's just irrelevant. It's a bit of a problem actually with Wrestling Empire. We're getting all this money, but it's serving no real purpose. It's been about a week. I should expect my bills soon. However, don't let that stop us from... Oh, are you... Oh, God. Kawaii... Oh, they're all coming together, aren't they? I gave him the number of the pizza place. I super accidentally spilled a... You are a monster. Well, I guess I'll fix his... fix his phone for him. Well, you... Man, you just love to steal things. Right. Battery is buggered. We do not have a spare battery. Really easy to tear apart these things. Oh god, that's not all that's buggered. The Wrestling Empire money is for paying destroyed rings, yeah, and failed court cases as well. Hugely fun game. I don't know how it looks to an onlooker, but the the day-to-day gameplay in that game is so much fun. The game is, of course, full of jank and it's barely being held together with spit and blue tack, but fun is still being had. Alright, needs to be reassembled. I'm going to need some pieces for you. Question is it worth buying a broken one for, given all the busted pieces? It might be. Depends on how many more of these things we end up getting, I suppose. I did not pay attention to how this thing was put together. It needed a new battery, right? Ah, yeah, the circuit board. Depending on the price of the battery, it might be worth buying that separately, since I think that's the only other thing needed here, right? No, there was another cracked bit, wasn't it? I don't remember. Memory doesn't come easy for me these days or any days. Yeah, the battery needs to go in before we can do more. Right, well, let's see if we can even get our hands on one of those batteries on their own. Ugh, so many emails. I feel like Yandere dev. Remind me where we get individual pieces from. Oh wow, lots of bits here. Parts, phone parts. Replacement battery for the Pokia. Alternatively, we buy a broken Pokia, if we can find one. And we cannot. Oh, we can. To be honest, I found a car, drove over it. It's quite expensive though. Let's just buy the part. Pokia battery. Yoink. What was the better internet that I have getting me? Is that getting me the goods faster? Am I missing something else here? Oh, the speaker. Good thing I got one of those. Done like dinner. Hi there, all done. My boss is a monster, flipped out. My dream is to compete in the Repair Master competition. I need to curb stomp you so I can fix the broken old dog toy. I brought boxes like this over to the old master every morning. He paid me $4 grand. Yeah, sure. Hashimoto knows how to get me into all that. Oh, thank you. What was this? I gotta pay you for these parts, so you can have some of the money. But I just like getting random crappy parts. 5 of them as well, not bad. Did I just pay that twice? Well, let's not worry about it. Let's worry about fixing up some stuff here. I wish I could sort this by what it pays. The Sony PNP. Please make it work again. I need it urgently for work. Sure. That's a good money, though. I will absolutely do that for you. I don't know what I have in the way of PNP parts, though. Not much, so I really hope you need a new disc or controller board. Well, let's do what we do best. Hail, friend. You have a loose tongue. The story about my son was for your ears, not the police's. Okay, well, I don't care, you see. Don't tell anyone about this. You look pretty beat. Sleep more. Well, I don't have an Autoroller license. Wait, are you sure I don't? Must be a new thing. Alex says it's getting late. Being good, so good night. Good night to you. It's getting later than I thought. Been at this game for almost 2 hours, and the hours just flew by, which is a good sign. This is a bad sign, however. The UMD area is cracked, so however you slice it, I am going to need some replacement parts here. But we'll see whether or not it's better to get a busted one off of the marketplace, or just order the part. I'm grateful to the game for... Oh, okay, the battery's deader than dead. I'm grateful to the game for automatically boxing up all this stuff. One of the reasons I like watching, say, the odd tinkering channel is he has to do all the organizing and the cleaning and stuff, and I don't have to lift a finger. It's so soothing watching somebody else do something annoying, knowing that you don't have to. Oh, screen burn. Oh, God, there's nothing left of this. Just buy a new one. At this point, you're not asking me to fix this, you're asking me to replace this. Isn't that why we all watch you? When I tune into Odd Tinkering, I know that he's going to end up with a successfully working thing restored. When you tune in here, you have no idea if I'm going to be winning. And the odds aren't always that great. Alec, you said you're going to bed. Girthy man such as yourself needs a good alibi tonight, because the Brazilian police are missing somebody. Right, I reckon I'm going to need a spare PSP. After the horrors that have happened to this. It's going to suck to buy a PSP and find that it actually doesn't have the parts I need either. Alright, marketplace. Oh, the marketplace doesn't even have a PSP for me. Or does it? There's a tiny line across the screen. That doesn't mean the screen is buggered. That means an electronic problem. I'll take your large box of parts, and... I found a PNP in the trash. Alright, give me that. I don't think I want to buy another PNP. But sure, I'll take these. I'm here for a humble streamer. Where's that? Ooh. Oh, that was a front path. Front bit there. It looks like the screen on this thing is also burned, though. I might just have to actually buy a replacement screen. But the UMD area is looking good. So I might only need to get a replacement screen. Which might still mean there's some good dosh in this for me. I should really get some better tools. I'll do that with my next fat stack of cash. Fresh battery, that's excellent. I did forget that the other thing had a knackered battery. Buggered, that's what we need though, the screen's usually expensive. Good thing we don't have to organize all these screws. It's not like doing Nancy Drew and the... Oh, what was Nancy Drew in the Great Depression called again? Played it recently, I've already forgotten. Sorting all those screws, oh jeez. Okay, so... Please tell me this isn't too expensive. I need parts for the PSP. And I need the display. The display is not that expensive. I'll take one, please. And let's get fixing. Let's try and remember how this thing is put together as well. That part's going in and getting screwed on. Wonder how complex these parts get. Sorting screws is a pain, but sorting books wasn't. Sorting books? You mean in librarian? That wasn't a pain. That was a pleasure. That part goes on. We get you screwed in. And I think I already need the screen now. Good thing I have a screen. Ooh, I've got rather a lot of Sony PNP parts. Well, I thought it goes on. Must have thought wrong. What's the next part then? A control board is missing. Good thing I have it. There we go. Disk drive lid is missing, but we got a spare one of those just now. And a battery, which is no longer missing. Glorious. But now I need to remember what... whoops. That's it in, right? Yes, white outline means it's in. How easily I forget these things. And we're quite sure we can't accidentally put them on wrong. There we go. Jeez, why was that so hard? I don't know, but I made it look hard. And then we need the buttony bits or something in there. The front screen, that's it. Front screen goes on, then it gets screwed in, then the battery goes in. And you can keep your game of Ridge Racer. I certainly don't want it. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer. Well worth the fat stack of cash you're going to pay me for this. One would hope. And there's time left in the day. Decent enough money on... Hello, brick game? Brick game cannot be difficult to get. Alright, I'll take your brick. Hold on, there was something else here, right? Orders in progress. And it's on its way. Very good. How's the electronic restoration? Asks the real decoy. This game's great. I said I was going to upgrade my tools, didn't I? And I haven't done it. Let's get on that, shall we? Get me tools. Get me an air duster. Get me a better screwdriver. Get me painting gadgets. I don't care about that. More bristles, less dust. That sounds good to me. Get me the whole lot. Tip jar. I got a tip for them. Sure, give it all to me. Another tool. Another tool. Another tool. A tip jar. I got a tip for you. Get a better job. Okay, busted. Wait, oh, don't throw batteries into the bin. Also, we're cleaning batteries? Okay. I can see why this was a big job. The Real Decoy had one of these brick games. Oh, good on you. So, can I use this? It's rather rapid. Why would I do that over... Or why would I do the other version over that? Okay, everything is broken on this brick game. I'm already quite happy to be screwing out the screws twice as fast, though. Feels a lot like the upgrade in Deconstruction Simulator. Maybe there's some things where you don't want to blow on them. You know, like an NES. Maybe you just use whichever one you prefer. Anyway, this thing is lacking in just about everything. I'm going to need... Well, fortunately, I have lots of pieces, but holy smokes. Needs a Mobo. No, I've got the Mobo. And I've got a control board. And I actually have the panel as well. This is good. What are we missing? Ugh, buttons. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Those are worth just buying on their own, I reckon. Parts for the brick. Get me just those buttony buttons, please. Because I'm running out of money. Running out of time as well. I don't think I can get this fixed in time today. But holy smokes, I can try. There are people depending on me here. What am I missing here? It's not time for the back panel yet, though, is it? What am I failing to do here? Oh, I'm not screwing... There. Simple brain problems, you see. I think I stayed up 6 hours one night just trying to get all the modding done for my PSP. Back panel goes on, gets screwed in. I've got batteries, although I'd rather have cleaner batteries for my beloved customers. Battery, battery. In all of you go. Job well done. Oh, I just noticed there's a time limit for working on it. It said 1 out of 3. Remove unneeded parts to the desk. Okay. Chunk. Sleepy bye-bye time. Jonk. The bills should be due today. How much of a problem is that going to be for me? Not too much if you give me all this dosh. Hey. Ah, oh, all this dosh. Brick game. Well, I still have brick parts, right? We can do this again. What's the front screen? Yes, I do still have a front panel. Excellent. Although we don't know what else is wrong with this. We'll find out. Ooh, dead battery. I think I still had one battery left over though. Might be okay. Gotta get my pound of flesh. Oof, looking very knackered in here. It's funny that those are specific game brick batteries. They're definitely all. They're just standard AA's. Surely there's not a problem in showing AA batteries around. Oh god, the buttons are buggered as well. Ooh, that's a problem. Might have to order some more of those. And this whole thing's a write-off. Fortunately, I got a replacement there. I don't have a replacement button. I do have a replacement motherboard. And a replacement control board. And one replacement battery, but I need the buttons back again. But the buttons are cheap. The buttons are so cheap, I have no problem just going onto the internet. And buying them, if I can remember where. Parts. Buttons for brick game. And because my internet speed is so good, they'll be here in no time. Let's see, there was the screen, there was the board for the screen, there's a bit for you, and many, many screws to go in. It's a good thing you just click and hold here. It'd be awful if you had to mash the button to get those screws in or something akin to that. And I could imagine that. That's one of the slight problems we had with Deconstruction Simulator. Some of the interactions you did to do were really unpleasant, especially unwedging things. Just shoving your mouse back and forth. Made my joints very unhappy. Right, the auto-roller license. How achievable is that? Oh, this tip jar is paying for itself in no time. The auto-roller license. Insufficient funds, but it will allow me to work on... Oh, see offers and unlock parts from suppliers for the auto-roller, which I'm not very familiar with. Working on the N gauge is really appealing to me, though. But unfortunately, as with many things in life, I need money. So I'm looking for any job that offers good dosh. We should have plenty of 2600 parts, right? If I look in here for... Atari 2600. Oh, we got parts galore. Sign me up for that. Maybe bulk buy the buttons? It's a thought. But I might want to buy more game bricks in the future, or it might be that after a while we don't want to work on game bricks anymore because they don't make the big money. Those PMBs, they make the good money. Although they also take quite a bit of time to disassemble. The real money is made by exploiting people's desire to fix things that they are sentimental for, though. Cables are knackered, but that's okay. We have spare cables. You are not knackered. You are just needing a bit of a clean. And a bit of a clean. And no clean, and not even knackered. This thing looks absolutely knackered, though, the board itself. Don't think we're going to clean those scorch marks out. We could try, but I think we will fail. What is that back panel, anyway? Circuit board, back screen, and let's get this thing fired up. Oh, yeah. The sound effects are working wonders for this game. Just loving that snapping noise of everything going into position. We're going to need some cables here. Fortunately, I've got cables. In you go. In you go. Anything else we need on this? Just a front plate, I imagine. And to think somebody paid me, what, 10,000 Japanese dollars for this? Yet another perfect job to add to my perfect job list. So you're making roughly 1% extra with the tip jar. That doesn't seem great, but whatever, it's money. Right, anybody else offering me serious money? I'm not taking this chump change anymore. 8 grand for an egg totchi. I guess that could be okay. I'll try my luck with the egg totchi. Clean it, repair it, and I probably still have parts for that thing. Although, what if I don't? Ooh, I significantly lack egg totchi parts. We'll take it apart and see what the problem is before we start scrambling to get replacements. After all, it might just be dusty, right? Wait many years and go back to repairing bricks with the retro markup in price. I just don't get it. I don't see the appeal in having this obsolete hardware. It takes up space. Needs maintained. Oh, you are scorch marked like nobody's business. Away you go. The world is full of different people with different wants and desires. The important thing is to exploit them maliciously for your own ill-gotten gains. Right, so we need a display and a front panel. I lack some of these things, so I think the best way is just to take apart some other ones for pieces, unless there are some, you know, just packs of pieces. Yeah, small box of parts, I'm having that. Another small box of parts, I'm having that. Unwanted egg, the pet froze. Yeah, I'll take it. Doesn't turn on, sounds squeaky. Just give me everything. For all I know, the parts that I need are actually in the boxes, which would be muckle convenient. They had good childhoods that they want to remember. Oh, I had a good childhood, but I've got a pretty good adulthood as well, which allows me to not need to cling on to such things. All right. Whether or not we actually got the pieces that we needed in the package that we just bought, I'm still going to take this apart. I prefer to clean things before I put them away, even if I don't always remember to. Game could do with some more variety in the music. I don't mind the music as is, but it feels like we've been hearing the same looping half hour of music over and over. I just put dirty pieces away. Let's try not to do that. Jake's heavily into gacha now, apparently. Absolutely not. There's something I truly do not see the appeal of. I see a lot of posts on certain image boards about gacha games, but they never seem to mention or display the gameplay for some strange reason. It's all just waifu screenshots. Recht, display, you're coming with me. Display cover, you're coming with me. And we did get the front panel of our dreams. Yeah, you know how it is, though. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a gacha player about the gameplay. We must have some gacha players here right now. Maybe you could help us out and explain what in the world you're playing the game for. Even Tandy has a gacha game he likes. I was meaning to ask him what it was. It's whatever one recently had a Persona crossover. Although I think that's most of them. Alright, give me my money. Well, the night is young. Could even get the Autorola license with all this fat stacks of cash I have. Sure, give it to me. Let's see what this thing's problem is. It appears to be a walkie-talkie, but it only needs cleaned. Excellent. This is probably a Motorola thing. Were they the ones that said "Hello Moto" in their advertisements? I hope so, because that's the only thing I can remember right now. Pop off all these pieces. Pop them off like I popped off Baron's arm today, except I won't be eating these pieces. I like this. This is quite a bit different from the other things we've had so far. Taking off these long dials and the antenna. I like the fact that the game isn't super anal about cleaning every last speck as well. There's a lot to like about this game, and there's virtually nothing to dislike about the game. Just a well-made job sim. But most importantly, for me at least, the job in particular is interesting. I know these old gadgets. Some of them I even liked. Some of them I adore. And it's quite true to life. I certainly couldn't notice any inaccuracies with the PSP there. Be interested in the DS. The DS I was a bit more intimate with because I had to fully take that thing apart to figure out what was wrong with it. Maybe this part needs to go on first. Maybe I did make a mistake in the order I took that off. Or perhaps I need to screw it in first. There we go. I just wasn't eyeing it up properly. Done and done right. Oh, we've done good work. I think we can call it early tonight. All set. Here's the cash. You can pay the rent you owe me. How do I enter this competition? You can't just walk in and compete. Nobody knows your name. You've got no reputation. I've got all my 5-star reviews. Get a soldering iron. I'll send my electrician. He'll help you figure it out. He can install your meter. Oh, am I going to have to pay for electronic usage? Possibly. What is this? Oh, it's the lights in general. Oh god, maybe you should work in the dark to save energy? Alright, we've worked hard today. We can finish up. Ah, just blitzing through my work. Making bank as well. And that's what, day 8? So time for my dues. Maybe beneficial to put the parts that you take out in a single line in the order you take them out so it's easier to reassemble. That is good thinking, JJ. Terrific thinking. Thinking I'll have to bank for when I play this game more in the future. Let's save that game and get out because it is almost midnight. High time I myself got into bed. What a neat game. This is highly enjoyable. I'm not entirely sure I'll play more of it on stream. I may not, but I certainly will be playing more of it. The Wrestling Empire. Where's the time for that? Too many games is my problem. My backlog grew by about 13 or so games very recently. Ah. What horrible problems to have. I just have too many games to play and enjoy, and they're all so good like this. Anyway, until I am back with more, and to be sure, that'll be some Wrestling Empire tomorrow to get some more golden belts around my waist. So cheers and a cheerio.